and I'll let people in. You can start. You can welcome Niamo.
Welcome, everyone. It's Niamo the HealMobile on Wake Up Everybody. Come on in. We see
Good morning.
Good morning. Great rising. Come in, come in, come in. Yes. We're going to have a great, great morning. Great rising, great rising. The dawn is rising on the East Coast here. And we're pulling all those energies, all those natural energies, because we're all energy healers. Yes. We're coming in, family coming in.
Some blessings, family. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm blessed, thank you.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Highly favored. Blessed and blissed. Good morning. Great rising. Let's see who's here so far. Okay. Aisha, John Carl, Louise, Marie, Teresa, Hattie, Micah. Come on in. All right. Kinyofu's here with us and Vika's here with us. I'm sorry, Velka. Teresa. If I mess up anyone's name, I apologize. My name is very easy, Niamo. Oh, that's why I add my birth name, Nancy, for relief. But peace and blessings. You are the energy healer of your life, and you've got superpowers. That's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome.
Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. It's time to get up. We're healing, we're dealing, we're growing. Together, together, releasing. We're teaching, we're moving. Together, together, we're learning, discerning. We're striving. Together, together, we're leading, connecting, transforming. Together, together.
Oh, you want the next slide? I'm sorry.
Greetings, everyone. All right.
Niamo, this is the slide, the book. You wanted me to show the book, right?
Sure, you can.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bielka, can you put the sharing back on? You can talk and I'll throw the book up and then,
Yeah. So what we're doing this morning, great rising, everyone. I'm Niamo the HealMobile, and also known as Niamo Nancy Muid. And I am going to be talking about a continuing conversation of you are an energy healer and you've got superpowers. And Rifu's now going to share the book of the same name, 4 Energy Healing Superpowers. I talked about on Monday the first 2, which are air and earth related superpowers. So, air is a prayer warrior energy, right? And that's what we discussed then. And today I'm going to be talking about fire and water. Today I'm going to talk about fire and water because these are the last 2. And I wanted to bring it front and center so that you would get, you know, where you are in life, where you are, and how your natural disposition, your natural inclination, your instinctual um, facility that you have in your life to, not in your life, in your body, to heal yourself actually extends outward to everything going on, everything that's going on. So that's really what we're doing today.
I'm sorry, Nyama, you were momentarily muted. So unmute. Thank you.
I have no idea how I got muted, but it's all in divine order. It's all in divine order. So I was saying that we are reviewing and we're going over uh, what it is to have a superpower, an energy healing superpower, because the body is always healing, and we always we actually don't give it enough credence. We don't allow it to heal. We don't bless ourselves enough. We don't give thanks enough and gratitude enough for all the little ways that our body is just working to heal us. And so this is a conversation around doing that and making sure that our lives attest to that, you see? And so um, the first one I was saying before was air, and that's the prayer warrior. The second one is the heart opener. That's earth. I'm sorry, I didn't mention that before, but it's earth, the air opener. And today we're going to talk about fire and water. So let's just jump into fire, right? So the fire person in life. Now first let me say that all of this information is not just regular astrological elements. I'm a fire sign. My sun sign is water, or the air signs. It's not that only. That is a part of what's included in the information. Okay, so the fire is not just the person who starts the party, but yes, you may be familiar with that. But they are the lightning rod energy. Okay, we call them the lightning rod. They're passionate. You're passionate, you're protective, and your friends had better be loyal to you, because you have that kind of energy that targets like a lightning rod. You target, and if something is just not right or not fair, you get rid of it. You strike it. Okay, so there's some familiarity you may have with that. Okay, it ignites the fire energy. What its responsibility is as a superpower is to ignite the whole generation. Is to ignite the generation. Now, you got to know, lightning sometimes doesn't strike. It sometimes is just bright in the sky, like really bright. And it comes with the thunder. And you're like awakened by it. So it may not always strike you. It has the capacity to do so. So you, on this call, you have the capacity to actually know within yourself whether you are a lightning rod. You know when a situation comes up, or when people are not listening to the essential truth that's going on in the space. You know how to hit it. Like, wait a minute, boom. You all forgot this. Or listen, we must relate to this from this perspective, right? So that's what you do, you know, and to harness your energy, you actually pull from all the other elements, because lightning is that fire, that light comes from everything, and it is combustible, and but it's also compressed, and it's compressed in a good way. You know, the bad way, quote unquote, the way that people can't handle is when it bursts out, and then people say like, wait a minute, you know, why did you bring it that way? I'm getting a little bit of feedback. I hope you all can hear me. But the point of it is that it contains the electricity, it contains the light, it contains the sound, it contains the wind, and then it goes to the ground. It either wakes you up at the ground or it strikes you at the ground, right? All right. So fire people enjoy giving people something to talk about. Okay. And I've done a quiz, and there's a lot of more details about how the fire people are the fire starters, are the party starters, and you know, they have certain modalities they like, you know, the sex, the fast dancing, the twerking, the sauna. They have the pipe smokers, you know, the smokers might be fire people, or latent fire people. You're down with what spirit is giving life. And so, you know, you're open like that. You come across straight, no chaser. That's how you come across with life. Okay. Now, a couple of the fire personalities that we know of are Harriet Tubman and the Dalai Lama, Serena Williams, Mother Teresa, Beyonce, Pele, Michael Jordan, and Nina Simone are among them, and Morgan Freeman. Okay, so those are some fire personalities you can just, you know, think about, and you know, eventually you'll take the quiz and you'll see what you are, right? Okay, so now we'll do the water, because I want to spend like 5 minutes on each and then open for questions, and we don't have a whole lot of time today, but we have just enough to get to this. Now, the water person is possessing the wisdom keeper energy. Okay, the wisdom keeper energy healing superpower. You're able to read the content of character, and you sense the cumulative effect of events over time, the meaning of events over time. So sometimes the water aspect in a personality, it's not just you being water. It could be that your water aspect gains over time, evolves over time, such that the older you are, the more water you're expressing. Okay, it seems like you've been here before. All right, you have that amazing way of being adaptable, but at the same time, you have the energy and strength to focus like iron. You have an energy that allows a depth to, you know, they don't know how deep the ocean is. That's what we're talking about. Somebody, you know, an element where it's unfathomable. They try to find out, but there's still a lot not known. And that's the water, and the water is open to not knowing. It's okay to not know. Okay, let's see what else we have to say about that. You may be child-centered, but at the same time, you can easily change directions and plunge without warning. Okay, so there's that tsunami aspect to you, you know, not to be messed with. You can do a quick turnaround, and your waves can be strong and cleansing, and then that undertow can pull you out, can pull people out, okay, where they didn't know they were going, and they're not quite ready for the wisdom that you're giving, or the clarity. Wisdom keeper, clarity maker is what we could also call them, right? I forgot to tell you the energy direction of fire, but I'll get back to that. The energy direction for the wisdom keeper, the water person, is north. Okay, and the reason we talk about energy directions at all is because once you're grounded in who you're being in the world, you actually will notice yourself gravitating in your direction. You will actually notice yourself when you come into a room or into a space, which space feels more like where you want to be. And it's invariably your direction. So you want to begin to build up those aspects of yourself that allow your super healing, your energy healing superpower to grow, because all you're doing is mimicking the trillions of processes in your cells, in your body, in the molecular functioning and structure that goes on without your bidding, and is an exquisite framework for how much superpower you actually can apply in life. And it's all based in your thought and appreciation for your energy healing superpower. So that's why we want you to really get with those pieces of yourself that are instinctual. I'm talking about instinctual superpower here, okay? So the way you use your hands is that you're kind of touchy-feely, all right? And you're emotive, okay? And some of the water personalities that are there are Dave Chappelle, Denzel Washington, Will Smith, India.Arie, Nelson Mandela, and Latasha Brown of Black Voters Matter, okay? So you may have heard that Black Voters Matter is traveling all around the South. They've even been up to the North. They were in Philly last week. They've been to Detroit area, and they're rousing people up so that people can get educated about voting. And so it's been a very effective, that's an example of the kind of energy that a water person can have. And it's interesting because you would think that that's fire, but actually when we look up her information, it's water. It's water. It's like, it's that tsunami kind of energy. Like, come on, let's go. I'm cleaning everything out. We're not having any more ignorance here. We are voting. That's the name of the game. So I wanted to just make sure I mentioned the two pieces about the fire energy that somehow got lost. And that is that the fire energy is south, and the way they use their hands is like their hands penetrate, you know. They like to keep their hands smooth and with lotions and creams and stuff like that, and breathing deeply and clapping helps them to focus their energy in their hands. And so, yes, this information is related to actual energy healing exercises, such as, when I say exercise, I mean modalities, such as the Reiki or the healing touch, or the other touch, pranic healing. Okay, so you can touch people with these energy healing superpowers, but more important is to touch yourself and the deepest layers of your own being, such that, you know, you inform and conform and align the energetic, instinctual aspects of yourself with the physical aspects of yourself. And you get healthier doing that. You get healthier doing that. So you might, you know, just to put your hand on your heart, you can feel that, you know, there's something being said there. There's something going on there. As a Reiki practitioner, I put my hands on my ears and my eyes and my head, literally, and my throat. And literally, when I put my hands on my ears, I start hearing stuff, meaning I hear things, I hear new information. When I put my hands on my eyes, my fingers at the third eye, I literally start to see new scenarios. Now, the fire person, I forgot to say, I'm sorry. The fire person is responsible for interpreting dreams. So you're very oriented toward visions and dreams. That's part of you're seeing something clearly from far away, and then boop, you know, you're targeting it. Okay, so let me not forget that about you. All right. What else did I want to say this morning? Well, I'm a water person. I found out that the hard way through many decades of life, that there are aspects that are water for me. And so waters are keepers of certain things, not only wisdom, but they keep energy. They keep emotional energy. And so once you learn more and more about yourself, you learn why it is things have happened the way they have. And all the 2020 hindsight is so illuminating. So it's really okay, because whatever happens in its time is supposed to happen then. Okay? So that's really it. I have a quiz that you guys can take if you share your email, and the quiz will be finalized today, and then you will get the information. I'm doing ads and stuff like that. But right now we can take questions, if you have any.
There's no questions yet.
Okay, any comments that I should look at? Let's see. Okay. I'm reevaluating my superpower, Micah says. I do this intuitively, Aisha says, but I'm not a Reiki practitioner. Yes. Once you are grounded, you are being in the world. Well, did I say that? Wow. Or was that a quote from someone else, Aisha? I wonder. Actually, you're grounded. You know, if you put your feet on the ground, make sure you put your feet in the sand. Go to the beach even when it's cold, you know? And that gets you grounded in who you are in the world. You're welcome, Stacy McLean. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, Teresa Scott's hand is up. So Teresa.
Is it possible for you to operate and more than one like air and fire, or you know, the first one that you did Wednesday, on Monday, operate in both places?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely, because in other words, one might be more prominent than the others. That's all. We're just talking about one being more prominent than the others, and knowing which one that is. I'm a fire sign. I'm a fire sign, but I was one of those fire signs that people could never guess my sign. It became, over the years, it became a joke. Like, what's your sign? Well, you guess. Never get to Leo. And so, you know, but I have rising of Aquarius in that system. Okay, in the Chinese system, I'm a snake, and it took me a while to get with that. I'm like, a snake? You kidding me? In the Dagara system, I mentioned the systems last time. The systems that I pulled from: Native American, African Dagara system, astrological that we're more familiar with. Someone's waiting to be admitted, and the Chinese system. So, and Mayan system. So when you look at all of those, you see yourself and you're like, what? The fire direction is south. Fire direction is south. You're a dragon. Yes, yes, Stacy. So the bottom line is that you may be one thing, and how your life is unfolding and your environment may be requiring something else. Like in the nature system of Dagara, they base it on the last year of your birth. And in that system, I'm nature, which is one of the synonyms for air. But it's much more telling than air is, because it tells you all the things that are going on in nature you can accomplish. And you are also a peacemaker, because you want nature to maintain its beauty. And I was like, what? And when you synthesize, as a metaphysician, you synthesize the bodies of knowledge into the knowledge. None of this is the truth. They are ways of knowing. They are ways of knowing. And so Dagara is Dagara. Okay. So that's what's available, to have a way of coalescing all the information. And that's what I love doing with people. I love, you know, working out what their stuff is so that they can brand themselves effectively and heal themselves first, and then brand their lives, you know, who it is they're being in the world. Okay. And that's what the HealMobile came to me like that. Like it's a vessel, it's a vehicle of spirit. And I'm redirecting vehicles of spirit based on their directions, based on these elements. And when we talk about that, it could be a simple like, okay, you need Reiki healing, you need energy healing. Yes. And going deeper, what's under there? What's needed? You know, what's needed? What is this pain telling us? What is this consistent or this chronic medical condition really saying about your life?
Niamo, where should people send their email address?
I'm sorry. Sorry, say that again, hon.
Where should people send their email address to get their quiz?
Okay, so, okay. Yes, Cheryl said they can drop them here. They're already dropping them in the chat. I would love if you would just give those to me. And the information is there, niamo@HealMobile.com. And in Facebook on Messenger, I have a page, facebook.com/messenger. And yes, you can do @Niamo. You can tweet me. I'm on LinkedIn as well. So all those places are fine. And I'm going to get maybe I can get a copy of the chat with those in them, or rather than repeating that, or what, Kenyofu? You're on mute.
Cheryl said she was collecting the names and she will send them to you. I just wanted you to, because there was an invitation to get the quiz, but not a direction on what to do. So I just wanted to have that be put into the space. And there is a question, how do the directions inform our sign? That's from Aisha.
Oh, that's, we're delving deep. I'm not even sure about the answer to that question. How do they inform the sign? I'm not sure about that answer, because each of the peoples, each of the groups that I mentioned have their own, like in the Chinese system, my best direction is north. In the Mayan system, my best direction is south. So how do they, attach the directions to the elements? Their people showed them, as I said in the ebook, over millennia, when people lived hundreds and hundreds of years, they observed. And so they observed. And all of this is a reduction, a synthesis of observations of nature and how people interact with one another. And this is the first knowledge. This is what I say in the ebook. This is the first information. This is what people have to go through to really be full human beings with one another. But in this society, we've been kept away from it because we've been allowed to build wonderful structures of material around ourselves that protect us from one another. And so the conversation about the superpowers allows you to get more in touch with yourself, as well as really, see and be with people as they are. And so that is towards Ubuntu. That is the point of all this. Yes, Amelia. You're welcome. So that is the point of it all, to have us be more unified as people, okay? And rather than, our beautiful house and our beautiful car, I just got a hybrid. I'm very proud of my hybrid. However, I don't want the hybrid that I got to keep me separate from my people, from my family. I want to use it to actually be a HealMobile. I'm growing in my idea. My friend Latasha did the Black Voters Matter, and I'm like, that's what I was supposed to have. And she was inspired by stuff I was doing, because I used to put pictures of HealMobiles, of what I call HealMobiles. They come in your community, they take your blood pressure and stuff like that. And it's I want us to also have that's the physical realm. And we can have the spiritual, metaphysical realm of HealMobile. We're all healing all the time. There's a lot of mobility going on in our cells. We are electrical, right? Okay, so that's it. I noticed that the consultation address was put there again, of 10to8.com. There have been some technical issues with that, niamo.10to8.com, and people are going there and not necessarily being able to make an appointment. I don't know what that's about, but it did happen. And so just make sure you email me as well. Okay, please. And I'll be happy to connect. Happy to connect with you. Email or tweet or even IG.
So I'm going to share the closing slides. You have something final to say before I do that?
Know that you're strong, even when you're vulnerable and quiet and feeling weak. Know that you're strong and you're healing. because our breath informs us. Mhm. That's it. That is really, really the message. I'm offering a Reiki 1 and 2 Energy Healing 101 class. Okay, the first one is next. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, October 15th, and it's 3 to 5 p.m. We forgot to put that out, Eastern time. And so we'll be offering that for $150. It's already over 50% off. My COVID price was $180. The regular price is $400. So if you would like to participate in the course, there's a prepay registration that you can do by sending a payment to paypal.me/HealMobile and be in touch with me. Okay. I don't have an admin. My admin actually went back to college. she started school. So I'm needing you to work with me. As water, it's fluid. You get it? It's fluid. So I'm not the structure aspect of air, which I always thought was strong in me because of the writing. I have a book out called Light on Reiki and Neo-African Mysticism, which is the manual for the Reiki course, which you'll find out once we connect. Okay. I think well, I don't know if you could see it, but it was behind me before. So anyhow, is there more that I can say about this? We must be conversant with our energy. Please, please, we must be conversant with our energy. Know what we're putting out. It's not just, oh, you said that to me and I'm triggered. You're always going to be triggered by something somebody says. But we want to enfold into our being all of the elements, the wisdom keeper, the lightning rod, the heart opener of earth, and the air. What did I name air? Oh God, it left me. Because I'm not a morning person. I'm very clear. I'm very clear. The prayer warrior, right, of air. So we want to incorporate all who we are, see ourselves in one another, big each other up, and then take that to the next level, strengthening our families, strengthening the community that the Creator gives us to strengthen. Okay, that's really what the healing is about, because we're all really aliens. We all just came down here, right? So we're in a HealMobile vehicle, is how I put it. I'm Niamo, the HealMobile, redirecting vehicles of spirit. And Ashe, and Assalamu alaikum, and Shalom, and peace and blessings to all of you. And that's it for me.
Well, thank you very much, Niamo.
Yeah.
So just moving on to the next slide, and that is to introduce our next speaker for tomorrow. Today's speaker was great, and Niamo completed the superpowers, and tomorrow we'll be learning about the Alexander technique, and this is an introduction that is presented by Keisha Chin. This is Thursday, October 8th. And you can catch us, Wake Up Everybody, on Zoom live from Sunday to Wednesday, Sunday to Thursday, but on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, we're here from 7 to 8:30 a.m. And on Monday and Wednesday, we're here from 7 to 7:30 a.m. We are also live on Facebook. And we thank you. We would like for you to stay in touch. Here, this screen, you can screenshot it. It gives you the many ways that you can contact us. Definitely register for Wake Up Everybody so that you can get the emails letting you know when the next presentation is and who's going to be speaking. And you also want to register into the Facebook community so that you can be a part of the community and communicate with the people, your friends. And Instagram, YouTube, or other ways for you to see us, and our email if you have any questions. So now is a moment where we get to shower Niamo. So give her your love.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Queen. Have an awesome,
Thank you
awesome,
so
blessed day.
much.
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you for
God
the gift
bless
that
Thank
you
you
you.
so
shared with us
much.
today.
That was so
I love the
interesting.
energy.
Really appreciate it.
Beautiful
It was
energy.
amazing.
Thank you so much,
Appreciate
Really
you.
Queen.
beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
love
I
those
can't wait to
Kinyame
do.
earrings. Beautiful.
I can't wait to do my quiz to see
Thank you.
who I
Blessings,
am and
Thank you
peace.
so
how
much.
to
Assalamu alaikum.
operate and speak to my gift. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Really, thank you so much. Thank you, Shawnee, for and everyone who admit and John who helps us to be a blessing
Thank
to
you.
this
Yes,
group.
thank you, admin team.
Bless
Thank
y'all.
you.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you, sister. Love y'all. God bless y'all. Have a great
Thank you,
day.
Mama Niamo. That was beautiful. Really
It
interesting to
was
hear.
beautiful.
Yes.
Appreciate learning all of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to the admin team. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Have a beautiful day.
Somebody